What's up, Rasmanites? It's time for your 90 films in 90 days, week 3 episode of the Razman's Reality. And welcome back. Okay, so this one is going to be very short, sweet, and to the point for 2 reasons. One, I'm in a hurry, gotta be on my way out to take care of some stuff. And two, the majority of the films that I chose for the week are now packed away, so I cannot show them to you on camera, so we'll just quickly talk about what they were. Real quick, before we get started though, with the update, I do want to address something real quick because I've gotten an influx of new subscribers, over 150 now, so thank you. You guys rock, all of you new Rasmanites and old Rasmanites. You guys are the reasons why I continue to push myself so hard to produce the high quality videos. And if you think things are high quality now, just wait until you see what I've got coming up, starting with the very next thing you'll see right here on this channel. I'm raising my game up to a whole new level, folks. But the thing that I wanted to address is that some of you were curious why my credits say ustream.tv/Razman's Reality when I have not done a live show yet that you've seen. Well, I actually haven't done a live show in quite some time, and the reason for that simply is twofold. One is the fact that I don't have a working headset right now, so the only microphones I have are my camera microphones, and neither one of those are sufficient for live broadcasting because of feedback that's created. So as soon as I have a working headset, I will be able to do live shows. Once I move, because that is reason number 2, is my move. Once my move is sorted, I will have a lot more time on my hands to do the things I want to do. So don't worry, there will be live shows again. They just aren't happening right now. Now, 90 films in 90 days. Honestly, guys and gals, Rasmanites in general, I have forgotten what day we're on now. I think today's day 24, maybe 25, 24, 25. I'm keeping track through a Word document that I have on my computer and by doing these weekly updates. I was tweeting on Twitter every day, and I still do that when I can find the time, but I've just been so slammed and so busy. But don't worry, I'm not going to get disqualified from the competition. I talked to Liam daily, and he knows that I'm fully active in the challenge. So, let's quickly go through these. Last film you saw for last Sunday was The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So naturally, if you're going to watch The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, The Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian. Good sequel, not great sequel. And what keeps it from being great is that it's not as faithful to the book as those of us who love the book would like it to be. They took a few more liberties than perhaps they should. Yes, there's always going to be some leeway when you're changing medias between film and written word, but there was a few too many changes for my liking from that perspective. However, if you take this as a purely standalone film, it is a good piece of viewing. Even borderlines on a great piece of viewing. I love watching this film, so maybe I'll give it a proper review at some point. Most of last week was taken by what I can't show you, as I mentioned, because they're now packed away. And for the next 6 days, so that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of last week, I watched the Star Wars saga. all 6 episodes. Now I know what you're thinking. The prequel suck, Raz. Why did you suffer through it? Well, for one, I'm a completist, and for two, I actually don't think that 3 in particular is all that bad. Yes, the first 2 are horrible, being the prequels, but if you're going to be a fan of something, you want to watch it from start to finish. And the one thing that I continue to notice each time I watch the Star Wars saga as a whole now, 1 through 6, is that it was never meant to be Luke Skywalker's story, or Han Solo's story, or Obi-Wan Kenobi's story, or R2-D2's story, or C-3PO's story. The only character story that the Star Wars saga actually is Anakin Skywalker, because you see him go from Anakin, the impatient Jedi Padawan, to rush someone into being a full-fledged Jedi, and then, of course, subsequently becoming Darth Vader, and then becoming Anakin Skywalker again at the end of Return of the Jedi, redeeming his sins, hence the name of the title, by letting Luke live. So, if you haven't ever noticed it that way before, watch it again, because the Star Wars saga is actually the story and the saga of Anakin Skywalker. And that leads us to yesterday, The Incredible Hulk, one of my favorite films. Edward Norton is fantastic in this film, just an absolute masterpiece of work, far, far better than Ang Lee's Hulk from a few years earlier. For today, and the end of this update, Iron Man. Enough said about this film. If you haven't seen this film, I don't know what rock you're living under, because this is a tremendous piece of work. In my opinion, the best thing Robert Downey Jr. has ever done. And yes, I've seen most of his other work. It is incredibly accurate to Iron Man and the way that I always envisioned Iron Man as a reader. So it's a great, great watch. And yeah, I can't say enough about it. Iron Man rocks. This is reality according to the Razman and Razman style. It's not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.